Hey, what's up, Facebook friends? How are you? Coming to you from my studio here. Last week, I posted a video. The topic was transformation through suffering. And I promised you I'd make a video about my own personal experience in suffering. But I want to tell you a little bit about my history, um, and I'll do it as quick as possible. When I was in my 40s, I was going through a tough time. I was working for a large Wall Street bank in the legal and compliance department. Um, at that time, starting to feel like I was lost in my career, not really knowing what I was going to do, or my path in life, feeling very insignificant, doing things that I really didn't feel was meaningful to me or my life, or to other people as well. So I went through this period of depression. It was really tough. It paralyzed me. So over the next 10 years, I began the process of trying to change my situation. So I would try a lot of different things, um, one business, one idea after another, and nothing ever really um, grabbed a hold of me. Nothing really had the magic I wanted. Um, and then about 5, 6 years ago, at my last job, I went through a period where I gained a lot of weight. Um, I was feeling really unhealthy, uh, being sick all the time, um, being sluggish and unhappy. So then I had to begin the process of transforming my body. I got my nutrition under control. I got um, I started exercising more consistently, and in about 12 months, I lost that weight. I lost about 25 pounds. It was amazing. I felt amazing. I think I looked great too. And then I suddenly realized the thing I needed to do in terms of my business and my life, and that is um, that I loved fitness and I love helping people. Those two things I knew about myself. So I decided I was going to open a gym. So here we are in my gym. Uh, but let me tell you what I wasn't prepared for. I knew it was going to be hard, but here's what I didn't really prepare for. When I opened, 2 months later, I had to close because of a nationwide quarantine, global pandemic. And that was really tough. But I maintained a very positive spirit and positive outlook. And 6 months later, we came out of quarantine. I lost a lot of members, and but just kept moving, kept going because of one thing I thought to myself when I left my previous career at a Wall Street bank. I said that to myself. I promised myself that no matter what happened, I was never going to go back to that career ever again because it was a soul sucking experience. I It was really, really depressing, the direction I was going. Even though I was making pretty good money, it was very depressing. That one promise I made to myself is the reason that I'm here still and thriving in this business. I come out of quarantine, growing, and all of a sudden I go through another period, a very, very difficult, probably the most difficult period of my short entrepreneurial life. And that is, in a very short period of time, I lost three team members who worked for me. And that left myself and one other very part time coach. Now, I want you to know that the business of coaching, or the occupation of coaching, is an extremely physically and mentally demanding job. Now I had to do the work of three, not only the actual work on the floor, but the time. And it, and if to give you an example, doing three coaching sessions can be challenging, but every coach should be able to do that, three in a row. Well, during that time period, for about 2 months, I was coaching anywhere from 6 to 9 sessions per day. And every day, I'll tell you, the thoughts went through my mind. You know, the devil plays with your head and wants to tell you tell you to quit. You're going to ask yourself, is it worth it? Should I go back? Is it going to be over? And for me, yeah, those thoughts went through my head too. But there's one thought that kept bringing me back and kept me going every single day. That is, I made a promise to myself that I was never going to go back. I can't go back. So every time I go through the period where it just felt like things weren't working out, every morning, 3 a.m., I said to myself, I can't go back. So you just keep going. Get up in the morning and repeat. And as difficult, as physically and mentally challenging as it was, what I realized in 2, 3, 4 weeks was that I was getting physically, mentally, and emotionally stronger. So by the end of 2 months, I wasn't thinking about quitting anymore. I wasn't thinking about how difficult it was. I wasn't even thinking we were going to fail. In fact, I was even more encouraged after 2 months of undertaking just a brutal schedule, brutal pace, physically, mentally, and emotionally. At the end of 2 months, I was like, wow, I can do this. I knew it. I could feel it. And the people and my clients here, they felt it too. And what I learned was, they say adversity builds character, but for me it was, I look back and I thought, wow, I didn't really think of it as adversity anymore. I thought of it as training. It was training for me. It is something that I absolutely 100% needed to go through. I had to go through it. And what I could tell you also is that once you go through something like that and you come out on the other side, you realize, wow, if I could get through that, I can get through just about anything. And you have no idea how that makes you feel. It makes you feel like you have some sort of a superpower. I don't know how to describe it. And there are periods where stuff like that would happen again here and there, where I would have to throw myself back into the mix and just work a lot. But because I had done it so many times before, guys, it was just like automatic. It was automatic. It just felt so amazing that I could do it. I didn't have any doubts I could get through it. And the clients knew it. They felt it. They felt my love and passion and energy, and they appreciated that. And that's the business side. Now, let me talk to you about the physical side. I had gained 10 pounds really quick at one point, about 6 years ago, and felt horrible, sluggish, and I finally made a decision to change that. So I spent about a month re-engineering my nutrition, get back to working out consistently, and it was a rough 12-month journey to lose 25 pounds. And just like what happened with the business and my confidence, this also did something to me and my confidence. Occasionally I'll gain a pound or 2 or 3, but none of it ever bothers me because I know now exactly how to get back into it, how to lose those 2 pounds, and I can do it pretty quickly because it's a state of mind. I've experienced it. When you get to that state where you really have an awareness and understanding of how to correct a problem, to get through some more struggle, it feels like a superpower. It's it's happiness. To me, it's like happiness. On the other side of uh, that door, walking through it and realizing, boy, getting through that was really tough. But once you do, when you're on the other side, it's an amazing feeling. It's an amazing feeling as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, the struggle, the suffering you go through. It's all meant to train you, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Like I said, I can't really describe to you what it was like 100% to do the job and do the work of three people. All I can tell you is that it was something that I was not fully prepared for, but it doesn't matter. Um, you can be the hero too. You can be the hero, but all you have to do is willing to say yes, um, and give yourself no other option but to succeed, guys. Um, no plan B, just like Arnold said. No plan B. Guys, I hope this helps you. Uh, my name is Kwang Soo Kim. I'm a personal trainer. I'm a gym owner. I'm a motivator, life coach, and I'm your friend. Have an amazing day.